My friend begged me to let her stay, just until she gets back on her feet. I gave her my guest room rent-free, and now every Thursday she texts me, "You're not going to be home this weekend again, right?" "No, I'll be at my boyfriend's place like always," I texted back. I always gave her the same answer, and I'd been confused about why she kept asking until at lunch Monday. My coworker Becca showed me her phone. "This Airbnb looks exactly like your house." I clicked the listing and my chest tightened. My living room, my couch, my artwork, listed at $143 per night with Piper as the host. I scrolled through 52 reviews describing my kitchen, my bathroom, my backyard. That's when it clicked. Every Thursday she asks if I'll be gone, not because she cares, but because she needs to confirm she can rent out my house. I did the math. She'd made roughly $11,400 while borrowing money from me and crying that she couldn't find work. I sat in my car screenshotting everything before she could delete it, and that's when I noticed the lockbox on my back gate with code 4829 in the listing instructions. I was planning to confront her the second I got home, but then my mom called at 6:15. She'd fallen in her kitchen and hit her head. My plans completely derailed as I texted Piper. "My mom had an accident heading to the hospital. We'll be gone overnight." I spent hours in the emergency room and didn't get home until after 2:30 in the morning. The moment I walked in, I knew Piper had thrown a party. Red cups covered every surface. Broken glass glittered on the kitchen floor. Someone had vomited in my sink. My coffee table had a massive crack down the center. She'd gotten my text about my mom being in the hospital and apparently didn't care enough to wait even one night before trashing my house. Piper was passed out in the guest room, door open, still in her party clothes. I took photos of everything. The next morning, I dropped printouts of the Airbnb listing on her bed and said, "Get out." She sat up, mascara smeared. "I can explain. You've made over $11,000 renting my house while borrowing money from me. Then you threw a party while my mom was in the hospital." She started crying. "I'm so sorry. I'll stop. I'll move out. Just give me a week. You have until tonight." Then when I came home at 6, Piper was at my kitchen table with an envelope. "Actually, I've been receiving mail here for months. Bank statements, driver's license, voter registration. I have tenant rights, so you legally have to evict me. That takes 60 to 90 days in this state." I called the police and the officer sounded bored. "Has she threatened you physically?" "No, but she's been." "Then it's a civil matter, ma'am. You'll need to go through the eviction process." I called Airbnb's fraud department, and after 3 transfers, someone said, "We'll need you to email proof of ownership, then we'll open an investigation. This can take up to 2 weeks." I sent them my deed, my mortgage statements, and my ID. Then I called a lawyer who said, "The tenancy claim is tricky. Mail delivery can establish residency in some cases. Let me review the specifics and call you back in a few days." For the next week, I pretended to accept the situation to buy myself time while the lawyer worked. I told Piper, "Fine, you can keep doing your Airbnb thing until you move out." She looked relieved and a few days later mentioned, "I have a big one coming up Friday, 9-person bachelorette party for $1,325. I need to pick them up from the airport at 2 o'clock. I nodded and waited. 10 days after filing everything, Thursday morning, my lawyer finally called. My lawyer said, "The tenancy claim is completely invalid. She listed your property as a short-term rental, which by definition means she's not a tenant. You can remove her immediately and sue for damages." An hour later, Airbnb called. The timing almost seemed fake, like everything was suddenly falling into place at once. "We've completed our investigation and confirmed fraud. We're permanently banning her account, and as a courtesy for the unauthorized use of your property, we're transferring the remaining account balance of $2,060 to you." That gave me the perfect window. Friday afternoon, while Piper was picking up the bachelorette party from the airport, I changed all the locks and packed every one of her belongings into boxes on the sidewalk. I served her the lawsuit for $15,000 in damages for unauthorized property use and destruction, then blocked her number.